All right, boys, I feel like I have to give a disclaimer on this one. You know your boy, we always bring the comedy here, but today we're pushing the boundaries hard, and if you're a snowflake, you're definitely going to be melted. But it's all for the chuckles. You've been warned. What's up, Rated R Cars fam? Today we're going to be talking about something sensitive. We're going to be starting off on a serious note. I wrote down some thoughts. Hi. I don't fully agree 100% with the left, as you know if you follow this channel. But on one thing we agree. Specifically, I am a firm believer in who you are outside sometimes doesn't match who you are in your body. And that's okay. I know you guys are used to the comedy on this channel, but this is actually going to be pretty hard for me. All right. I know I was assigned a male gender at birth, but today I am coming out. I am coming out as a motorcycle. I am a motorcycle. Oh, that's so validating. My pronouns are Mustang GT, GT350. And effective immediately, my new name will be Mr. Ducati Face Mustang Man Esquire. But you guys can call me Mr. Ducati Face Mustang Man Esquire. No, seriously, if you don't, I will cancel you. I will have every single purple-haired, rig-nosed, nipple-pierced snowflake melting all over your faces until you lose your job, you lose your family, you lose your life. Now, doesn't it sound better to call me by my proper name, Mr. Ducati Face Mustang Man Esquire? What? You can't have fun anymore? What, are you gonna cancel me? Come at me, bro. That's what I thought, snowflake face. All right, boys, let's take a ride together. We'll discuss some important happenings in the Mustang world. Let's do work. Ford ranked among the top 10 most patriotic brands in America, according to Brand Key's 2022 Most Patriotic Brands in America study. Ford came in 5th place, tying with American Express, unsurprisingly given the name American Express. America! Anyway, I can see why, as Ford has had a great history in this country, being the first with an assembly line lowering cars' costs so more people can buy them. From the epic Model T and, oh yeah, bringing V8s with hundreds of horsepower we can mod ourselves for even more power is the American way. Congratulations, Ford. In a funny story, a man wanted for boat theft tried to outrun law enforcement on a lawnmower this week. You can't make this stuff up, people. When he was previously found in said stolen boat by deputies, he jumped overboard into a swamp and quote-unquote disappeared. Yeah. Let me paraphrase that for the deputy here. Okay, I am not jumping into that shit and getting my nuts clamped off by a gator to chase this guy. We got the boat, let him go. The man dove into an alligator-infested swamp to escape the fuzz, only to be tased on a lawnmower a little while later. Bad luck for him, I guess. And speaking of bad luck, Ford has been having some really bad luck with its vehicles of late, as reported by TheStreet.com. Ford has recalled a total of almost 216,000 vehicles and 3 safety recalls over the past 2 months. Ford said in a statement, Ford is issuing a safety recall for certain vehicles with 2.5-liter HEV, PHEV engines because in the event of an engine failure, significant quantities of engine oil and/or fuel vapor may be released into the underhood environment and may migrate to and/or accumulate near ignition sources, resulting in potential underhood fire, localized melting of components, or smoke. By the way, that also includes when the car is parked and shut off, which could potentially start a house fire, I would guess, if your car's in your garage. So if you have a 2020 to 2022 Corsair, Escape, or Maverick, get to your service center pronto. No. In other news, unsurprisingly, Ford is getting sued. 3 owners of the 2021 to 2022 Mustang Mach-E have filed a federal lawsuit against Ford Motor Company, claiming that the Dearborn automaker has known of a design flaw in its popular electric vehicles that causes them to lose power while driving down the road, and they have not figured out how to fix the problem. Let's add that to the long list of recall issues I've been waiting months for to fix on my wife's Mach-E. SMH bros, SMH. That's millennial speak for shaking my head, by the way. Anyway, that's more likely an issue with my lazy local Ford dealer than Ford themselves, though. On the upside, commenting on an article from FordAuthority.com here, Ford's Quality Czar says issues should subside in 2023. Hey, Quality Czar, does that mean we don't have to make any payments until 2023? Bet if that were the case, issues would have been solved in 2021. Just saying. Ford quality has certainly seemed to suffer in recent months, as the automaker has issued a number of recalls, including the aforementioned, as well as 2021 Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator for underhood fires too. Sounds like fiery but mostly peaceful protests. Ugh, lefties are idiots. I'm just kidding, chill out. This phenomenon is nothing new, as Ford quality has suffered quite a lot over the past few years, a problem that CEO Jim Farley has addressed on numerous occasions. However, Ford's new executive director of quality, Josh Halliburton, not to be confused with the Halliburton scandal of yesteryear, believes that these problems will begin to subside as early as next year, as he recently explained to the Detroit News. "We are doing work upstream with engineering to improve our understanding of how customers use their vehicles and the things that could go wrong," Halliburton explained, "and we're making sure that our engineering sign-offs are more robust around those cases so that the products have less likelihood to fail, which is, I think, very critical to how we move forward in terms of our designs." You don't say, Josh. You don't say. Halliburton is also working on cultural change at Ford, but hopefully not cultural appropriations, because we don't want to get them canceled, by getting development teams to work together and communicate, as well as raising their hand and speaking out when something's wrong. Sir, this car may blow up. I didn't want to say anything previously, but now that you're changing our culture here to be more communicative, well, there it is, sir. You're fired. I'm just joshing. Get it? Joshing? Josh continues, "Historically, we've been very celebratory of people who resolve the issues, but the reaction is too late." Additionally, Halliburton wants to measure Ford's quality against its rivals instead of only itself, provide clarity in terms of what teams are responsible for which quality targets, and make quality a big part of the company's culture once again. The automaker is also using tools like data analytics and over-the-air software capabilities to identify and fix problems more quickly. You analyze that data, Ford. Nerds! Ultimately, Halliburton feels that these changes will begin to make a difference in the next year or so, though product development improvements may take longer to arrive. In the meantime, Ford actually ranked above average in J.D. Power's 2022 initial quality study, though all automakers suffered more problems than in the previous study. Regardless, making changes such as paying dealer technicians to submit photos of issues, and naming quality as a central focus of the automaker's new reorganization plan aim to have a positive impact moving forward. In other news, an electric car survey finds this as the biggest reason preventing people from buying EVs. Fox News reports on a survey of U.S. adults that found that the logistics of where the people would be able to charge an electric car is the largest barrier preventing them from owning such vehicles. Well, duh. When asked about the top concerns preventing them from making the jump from gas to electric, 61% cited charging logistics, followed by 55% saying the number of miles a vehicle can go per charge, and 52% saying the cost of buying and maintaining the electric-only vehicle. The U.S. Department of Energy reports that there are currently around 49,000 public charging stations across the country. President Biden, not my president, meanwhile, has made it a goal to build out the first ever national network of 500,000 electric vehicle chargers, the White House said in June. Biden continued, "Pause for applause. By the way, don't read this part. You equals Joe. Whatever questions they ask, just blame Putin."
Than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line.
And then he proceeded to fall up the stairs. I kid. Don't be so sensitive. What, you can dish it out on Trump, but you can't take it on your guy? Get some thicker skin, because it's going to get worse in this video. Anyway, some hopeful news for Ford Mach-E owners. If you remember, I struggled to find a place to charge our Mach-E, so I welcome this good news. According to Ford Authority, Ford EVs in North America will soon be able to use Tesla's supercharger network, a move that has been in the works for some time now, according to the Biden administration. The White House has announced that Tesla will begin production of new supercharger equipment later this year that will enable Ford EVs and those of other manufacturers to utilize its existing charger network in North America. It's unclear when exactly this change will take effect, but it seems as if it will happen at some point in the near future. But one thing's for sure, with the Democrats in charge, I'm confident it'll take 100,000 years, use up billions of barrels of oil, cause 10,000 years of pollution, and cost more money than we're giving Ukraine in Biden's proxy war against Putin. You know Putin, the guy who made gas prices in America soar, a year before the war, and who made US inflation skyrocket, and is rapidly destroying the American way of life, and everything else the Biden administration caused. Putin caused. Anyway, I'm also wondering how Ford owners are going to have to drop their pants paying a premium to Tesla for this access. I guess we'll find out. Alright boys, hope you enjoyed this news, commentary, and snowflake melting. If you did, hit that like, drop a comment below, and share your thoughts. And always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one. America!